We are going to check out this video PragerU made about the protests in Portland. It's gonna be by some guy named Arnie or Annie. It's quite an interesting video, actually. Let's check it out.
I'm Ami Horowitz, and chaos is breaking out in Portland, which means we're gonna go check it out. For weeks, Portland has seen Black Lives Matter protests nightly in front of the federal courthouse. The mainstream media would have you think that these protests are peaceful and they simply want to stop police brutality. Nothing could be further from the truth. Many of them were hardcore rioters who were using pipes, hammers, and even golf clubs to break down the protective shielding of the building and to bust through. They repeatedly used incendiary devices in order to create multiple fires in the hope of burning the building down and everyone inside.
Okay, this started what, around 11 a.m. when, from what I read, when the quote-unquote violence towards the courthouse started. Or actually no, 2 a.m. Well, the protest started around 11. And after there was some destruction of the courthouse when federal agents came to try to quell the protest. The only people that were supposedly inside the federal courthouse are the fascist kidnappers.
Despite what the media would have you believe, the crowd continuously urged them to continue their mayhem. And I did not observe a single protester discouraging the rioters from what they were doing. Only when the federal building was in danger of burning down and its occupants were threatened did the federal officers come out to extinguish the threat, and did so as humanely as possible, using tear gas, pepper spray, and other non-lethal means.
I like how he said humanely as possible. Attacking people with weapons that are banned in war is not like stopping something as humanely as possible.
Even after they were attacked with glass, bottles, and rocks. At one point, I was hit by a propelled gas canister. There were groups of people.
You getting hit by propelled gas canisters is the fault of the federal occupying forces and not that of the protesters.
People interrogating journalists. They warned me that if I portrayed the protesters in a negative light, I would face street justice.
Okay, he's saying that these people threatened him, yet in the beginning of the video, he was showing himself dancing with people. He must have not have felt too threatened if he was going to dance with these people.
And after being recognized, I was pelted with broken glass. In the words of the protesters that I spoke to, the goal...
I find it interesting that he actually didn't show either clip of him being threatened by protesters nor being pelted by broken glass.
The goal of these protests is to encourage societal breakdown so that it could be rebuilt in their own warped image.
We haven't declared a revolutionary war.
Is that what we need to do?
I strongly feel like we do.
Do you think chaos is a good tool in order to reshuffle the deck?
It's become a useful tool.
Chaos, that's a complete reboot.
So do you think that organized chaos
will work? Yep.
Yes.
Keyword, organized chaos.
I think it could be used as a tool.
Should we be able to use that chaos to tear down the system and then to ultimately rebuild it?
I believe so. Yeah.
Is it time for us to end the American experiment and start all over again?
Definitely. We failed as an American experiment. Needs to be addressed.
Is it time to end the American experiment and then start all over again?
I think that we have to burn it down.
Do you think it's time to end the American experiment?
Yes. Yeah. It is time to end it.
Do we need violence as a tool?
Yes.
Yes. You gotta have violence.
Do you think that violence is a legitimate tool in order to make change?
There's 4 levels of protest. Looting and rioting is part of being protesting. So yes, I do agree that it needs to be there.
Do you think that violence like that is a proper response?
I think that response is an outcry of being silenced for way too long.
Not everyone that
I do agree with the use of violence, in a protest. When you have a government that systematically kills its people, violence is a legit response towards said behavior, as it is a form of self-defense. I wholeheartedly agree with the idea that, when peaceful protesting is impossible, the violence is inevitable, as, we have had, people peacefully protesting, in the past, and the, government will send out cops to attack these people. And, if they respond in self-defense, the cops get more aggressive. So, I mean, the only true way of, in my opinion, making any change is the use of violence, since this is the only, it's the only, thing that will get the attention of the system. Peacefully protesting has really done nothing so far, and even when people do peacefully protest, there is violence from the opposition. Organized chaos, yes, that is also another useful tool, and, making changes. The more issues the politicians and stuff, the people controlling the system, have to deal with, the more likely they're gonna wanna, at least listen to the people they're supposed to be serving, and try to do something to keep them happy. But we do need a total system change, because the system that we live in is not a system that benefits everybody. It's a system that benefits a small group of people. And in order for well, I will have to say humanity. We need an entire government, a type of government change from the types of government we have now, to governments that will actually benefit the people that live in it.
that night felt the same way as the majority of protesters.
I don't know no black folks that's throwing mortars and I don't know no black folks that's throwing bombs over the fence. It don't have nothing to do with us. That don't have nothing to do with us. What you gonna do if you're 90 years old and you out there going, hey, and then you throw a bomb, some kid throw a bomb in there, trying to be cute, like that. And when they come out and they're pissed, and then people will say, look, you see what they did? No, bro, they didn't do nothing. You're going in their dwelling. They're protecting their dwelling. And then when everybody gets to go home, we stay black, homie, and we get blamed for your Black Lives Matter. That's the realest ever. This is bullshit. We got 2% black people out here, too. 2%. 2%.
What does that say?
What's that say? It says, y'all don't know y'all don't believe, y'all really know what you're fighting for. I don't.
This is us taking the high road. This is us not creating groups to kill off and assassinate the people that are doing the same to us. This is us just trying to create a world filled with love and kill off the hate.